Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Red Valkyrie Presents. I am, of course, Shae the Red, representing some awesome channel colors in slight reverse, with my co-host over here, CY.borg Valkyrie. How you doing, Alex?
Hi. Good.
I don't even know why I introduce you anymore in these. This is ridiculous.
So mean.
We are here with the super awesome JP, who just relaunched his campaign earlier today. How are you, sir?
I'm well. Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely. So super excited. You launched a little bit ago, we're talking like hours.
Yep.
So this is still launch day one. You guys are still getting in on the ground level. And this is for How to Die, #1, Birth of the Black Ice. Now, you did launch this prior to.
Yeah, that's a whole story. I launched it under the title How to Die, and I don't know if it just got ghosted on Indiegogo, but you legitimately couldn't find the page unless you happened to search for the title. So if you went to the comics page, no matter how far you scroll down, it would not show up. So it was like just torpedoed my campaign, because the only people that could even find it were the ones that I was, emailing a link to. So this is kind of like the relaunch. And I checked earlier, and I am on the comics page. So
Good.
whatever it was, we're live.
Good.
Awesome.
Awesome. So, I want to make sure that we just get this out there right from the get-go, because I know that that was some of the concerns that I had heard from other people. Was this had launched before you had a little bit of funding, I believe, in a flex goal.
Yeah, it ended up doing. I think it ended up doing close to like 1,500 just from mailing list backers, basically.
Yeah.
Like if I looked through my the metrics for who was able to find it, nobody found it from the Indiegogo page. So yeah, this is just kind of a relaunch, so I can actually get it to where people can see it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the people that backed it that first time, you're not getting skated. It's still coming.
No, actually, this campaign, another reason is basically so we can get more bonuses added into it. So if you look, there's a stretch goal down there, all of them are like super duper low. And basically, anybody who got in on the first campaign is going to get everything that the backers of this campaign get. So nobody is going to get left behind. Also, the book is almost done, so there's going to be next to no wait.
Oh, that's awesome. That's definitely what we want to hear. So, for people who could not find it the first time that we tried this campaign, and people who are just, hearing about it for the first time, why don't you go ahead and tell us what How to Die is?
So actually, interestingly, How to Die, I actually premiered this book on this show when I was doing Eudaimonia 2, and I said I was going to write a book called How to Die. So just fun fact, first.
I'm just saying.
You heard it here first.
You come here for the goods, guys. That's what I'm saying.
How to Die is basically a horror universe in which people can obtain godlike powers in the moment of death. So basically, if they are low enough on the rungs of society and they have nothing going on for themselves, when they are confronted by death, they're able to conjure godlike powers to save themselves. And so rather than it being evolution like you normally see in comic books, where it's the very, the pinnacle of man ascending even higher, this is kind of the opposite end. It's the lowest of society. And
Interesting.
yeah, so it basically set up, so this is like the first issue, so it's basically going to be the, where the creator kind of dumps all the toys out onto the carpet to kind of put the pieces in motion. And
Nice.
So that's what this story is. It's basically, you have a villain, the Black Ice, who is basically, he is evil incarnate, but for the right reasons. And then you have Bishop, who is the hero for all of the wrong reasons. And so these two, so this basically kind of sets them on each other's path. to the point that they're hunting each other, and the kind of the game of gods fighting gods in a world of horror just kind of gets set up.
Awesome. All right, so is this because you've got, you know, the chapter 1 page is colored and obviously the cover is colored. Is this book in black and white or is it colored?
I'm still here.
Okay. I was like, how frozen did we just get? This is crazy.
Let's zoom in on it.
Stop. So I think JP is slowly dropping,
Yes.
which is unfortunate.
There he is.
Okay, you back?
Yeah, I thought you all got booted.
No, we sat there and I asked a question and then it got eerily quiet and then Sai was like, "I'm still here," and I went, "Okay."
I just
good.
sat here like
I was
this.
dropping.
How long was I gone?
Just
Couple of
20
seconds.
seconds.
Oh, okay. A half hour.
So the question was
Half hour.
1 hour. The question was, so is the book going to be in black and white or in color?
The interior is going to be black and white, but the first and last pages are going to be in color.
Okay.
Just to kind of drop you into the world and then kind of lull you. I really liked, I just really liked the black and gray for this. I know Eudaimonia was like super colorful. That's what a lot of people loved about it. And so this book is kind of my attempt at trying to get the most out of black and white. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that when that last page hits you and it's like the finale of the book, it's just like a punch to the face.
Right. And can I just say, so I don't, because there's no speech bubble, so you don't actually technically know what's going on here. Can I just say, that is the skeeviest looking MFer. This guy right here.
Yeah.
He looks like a horrible human being that is like a child trafficking ringleader or something.
Okay.
Like
Really?
he sells drugs to
You don't think it's
preschoolers.
the Charles Manson looking guy at the bottom of the page?
No, he kind of looks
He
sad.
looks like he's concerned about the poor child. That's the weird thing. Like,
Yeah.
look at the face right here. He is super evil. But yeah, no. And then you see this, and then I get confused, because there's no dialogue, and so I'm like, I don't.
She's
know what's
making up her
happening.
own story as it goes along.
I made up a story, and it took such a dark turn, and then I decided I should probably speak to a therapist.
Oh, Selena's in the chat.
Oh, hey, Selena. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen her around in forever.
Yeah, that's why I call it out.
Yeah, see, it's just the way that, and I agree with you doing the black and white. I really like the idea of the black and white because the way that it's setting this tone, just like you can throw the light on his face really, really, really well and have it be just punch you in the face kind of bright because it's stark white and everything else around is kind of smokier or pitch black. And so I think that I think this was a good choice for this.
Yeah, I basically read the history of violence, and so that was kind of like my benchmark, because I thought the history of violence, while the whole book is in black and white, the art is great, but the story is just a garbage fire. And so that was basically the benchmark I was looking to kind of top with the story.
Good. I was gonna say, don't tell me that the art is great, but that your story is a dumpster fire, because that's gonna suck.
My story is a dumpster.
Okay.
The art's great. My story's a dumpster fire. Just look at the pictures.
The pictures are pretty though. Yeah, see, and right here, I knew that MFer was a bad guy, and just straight through the fucking.
No.
I know, right? Like, holy shit! And it's so like I actually feel really bad for him.
Yeah.
Like, his eyes bulge. I don't know. Like the art in this is like, it's that like turn your stomach, make you know when you watch those really good kind of creepy horror films that just they like churn everything inside of you, and you have those moments where you feel kind of just physically ill, but you want to know what happens next. Like that's the vibe I'm getting from How to Die, is like I simultaneously want to and don't want to read it, because I'm like, I'm gonna feel so sick, and then you open it and you're like, oh, this is horrible, what happens next? And turn the page. You're like,
Oh
it's
my
so
God.
much worse, what happens next? Damn it, Rob. It's a mind-blowing panel.
Aww.
It's fair. It's fair. It is. That is legitimately a mind-blowing panel.
That is legitimately bad.
So very horrible pun. Yeah, so this is predominantly, are we following like this small child, or are we following?
Yeah, so that's the young Black Ice. He basically comes from a family of hunters, and it's something that gets passed down from generation, after generation, father to son. Only what they hunt is they are basically the thinners of the herd for mankind. So on that page with no dialogue, they're basically going out and hunting the homeless and just picking up on any kind of lost dregs from society to hunt them, and for the betterment of the herd, as it were.
Right? Oh, that's horrible. Oh, I didn't see this comment. Did you, CY? for that right there.
Kelsey Shannon, poor guy.
Oh, that's too funny.
Jack
oh my
Dorsey
gosh.
would also work.
Yeah.
I feel like you now need to clip this panel, tweet it out, and tag Kelsey and be like,
Tug, what are you doing to Kelsey, man?
oh my gosh, it does almost look like Tug. That's horrible. Sorry, it's just that I couldn't let that comment go because that was too good. So this is basically, this kid is kind of being brought into the fact that
he's being taught to hunt.
Yeah, he's being taught to go and
only
kill
his
people.
training is cut off very short. In that panel right there.
Yeah, right. Okay. I was gonna say like that just.
Yeah. Oh wait, does the guy get his comeuppance?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
This is so cool, and I love the kind of design that you've done here with, this like young guy and this hulking monster that just basically has like his little pointy hands, almost like at his temples kind of thing, like ready to just pierce straight through him.
Yeah, if anybody sees that and thinks it's inspired by the Max, it absolutely is.
Fair. All right, and is this a pinup?
So right now, I haven't really decided yet. We just finished this up. I'm thinking maybe maybe a poster or like the very back page of the book. So like you finish the story and then you turn it over, and this is going to be a scene from the second book. It's just kind of like a little appetizer for what you can expect to see.
Maybe you'll have to read the book to see. Also, the variant cover that you have here it's really subtle, because if you have to look really close to kind of see like the eye of the giant hulking guy behind him and the giant blade and everything. But I love that obviously we're a little biased here at Red Valkyrie. I love that you chose the color palette of red and blue.
Yeah.
Absolutely. On the first campaign, I was interested to see, because this is what I'm calling the watercolor cover. Mm-hmm. And then the one up top, that's the splatter cover. And I was really interested to see which one would sell the most, and they ended up tying perfectly. And so, new campaign, and it's 2-0. This one, the watercolor.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that it's just so striking. It'd be really cool to have as a print as well. Like that would be cool to see up on someone's wall with the how to die words down the side and everything. I think it would be awesome. The only thing I might remove would be the edition 1, because then it would be a print instead of the actual comic, but it's just a really beautifully done piece. And like I don't know, the look on the kid's face, like it feels a lot like he's just hit a point of sorrow for like, this is what my family does, and this sucks, and this is some bullshit, and I also don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do about all of this, and I'm just kind of left here. Like, he just looks like this, well, fuck, like, unhappy but doesn't know how to fix it kind of look. And I love that they captured all of that emotion in this kid.
Yeah, it almost makes me think like a kind of when I first saw it, it made me think of like a kind of grotesque version of The Road by Cormac McCarthy.
I don't think that I've seen that.
Okay. It's kind of like about a father and son and like the post-apocalypse. In the end of the book, the dad dies and the boy just has to kind of like go
Figure
on and
life
carry
out.
on. Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool. It's now I need to watch that. Like that now sounds interesting. But yeah, it's like it feels kind of lonely. Like you kind of feel this kid just spinning his wheels.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. All right, so how much of How to Die is finished? We're talking almost everything. You're what, 5 pages away from done with the art?
Yeah, we're in the home stretch. I think we have. Wait, what do I have on there? 23, 28. Well, I'll have to keep updating it, but I think it's 24 of 28, so 4 pages left.
Nice.
Lettering's being done at the moment. You know, quick run through, and it's off to the printer.
That is amazing.
Yeah, like I felt bad. Like Eudaimonia 1 and 2, I ended up being like a month early on both of those, and just from how the campaign went for the first How to Die, I was not able to get everything done in time. So I think I'm right now like a month late, and that absolutely kills me. I don't care how normal people say that is for crowdfunding. It's absolutely, it's unacceptable. So hopefully, like, I'll be able to get my backers from the first campaign, get some cool bonuses, and people on this one, you're going to have it in your hands faster than probably any other campaign you back.
Hey, there nothing wrong with that in my book. And like Cy and I have talked multiple times about, some people get a little bit like, I don't know, a little butthurt or whatever that people are having stuff done ahead of time. And I've never understood that, because in my mind, if I'm backing your project, I'm backing you, I'm backing your future projects and things that you might create later on that you won't be able to if we don't get you well funded here.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that it shows how much faith you have in your ability and your product, that you're going to spend your own money to make sure that this gets done.
Yeah.
So anything that we can do to help offset it and make it worth your while to continue to doing things like that, I think is a win for all the rest of us. All right, so let's talk about your stretch goals, because you got a couple already listed up here.
Yeah, so 100 we hit today, first day.
Fantastic.
Everybody's going to be getting Eudaimonia comic stickers. There's a logo at the bottom. We can get there when we get there.
Okay.
500, you're going to get 500 you're going to be getting some just the How to Die logo stickers. $1,000, we're going to be printing up sketch cards. I meant to put a picture in the campaign page, but I don't think I did. But they're going to be all hand drawn, printed, signed, and that's all I can say for now. But they're really nice sketches. Like, they're not like, like some kid at a McDonald's with some crayons.
Shut up, Shae.
That design is the best-selling Red Valkyrie mug that we have.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
And I am not on it. I'm there for the inspiration. It is purely Cy's abomination of me. Oh my gosh. Ginger root hand and guinea pig hand.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
live with it.
No legs.
Live with it.
You're
all torso.
It
you got
haunts
those Bob
me.
Burger arms.
Amanda B's got a question for you. Says, launched tonight CG campaign.
CG all the way.
Absolutely. And JP launched just a few short hours ago. And I believe that we are the first to have you on for the How to Die campaign.
No, but that's okay.
How dare you, sir?
No, you know what? I actually goofed so hard. I mean, I know I screw up like a lot of things when I do these, but I jumped on. Oh wait, do you mean the first like since it launched? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, since it
No, I
launched
jumped
today.
on. I jumped on Malin's stream like a week and a half ago because he was doing one for pre-launches, and like I had literally just gotten off work 5 minutes prior, was exhausted, jumped in there for like 15 minutes, and I forgot to drop. I forgot to drop Shae. I forgot to drop your name and tell him we're gonna launch. Had
That's all right.
you know, bigger platform than I think I'd ever had, and I dropped the ball. So I goofed.
It's okay. We'll just, pound of flesh later. It's fine.
I'll just spray paint. I'll spray paint something on like an overpass or something.
Nice. Yeah. Go vandalize some public property. Red Valkyrie YT. That'll go great for us.
Hey, did okay for PewDiePie.
Yeah.
By the way,
yeah.
that's not a trash can he's holding in that logo. I realized after the fact that it kind of looks like that. It's supposed to be like a broken off column.
Oh, that's what I thought it was, but I mean, if it's a trash can, I what do people do to their trash cans if this is what they look like around this edge right here?
I'm trying to tell you how terrible my comics are.
Yeah, could you stop while we're trying to help you sell one? That's it's not conducive. All right. So is How to Die a series or is this a one-off?
It is going to be a 4-parter.
Okay.
The second book, I basically have all the stories kind of like roughly mapped out in my head. This one introduces the Black Ice and Bishop. There's a third character, the Grey Queen. And it's going to be like their 3 stories of kind of ascension and forming their powers. And then the 4th issue is going to be one that has 3 different endings. And so when you order, it'll have 3 endings, 3 covers, and you're going to get a different outcome depending on which book you get.
Okay. Very cool. So let's go ahead and talk about your perks then. And we're just gonna put it out there now. Get Over It says, JP, you better have patches for Shae then. That is actually fair. I'm just saying maybe one of those stretch goals could be patches.
Sure.
Since you did kind of forget to mention that you were coming here.
Well, to be fair, Malin came on our show. He was boring as shit.
That's actually true. And he didn't even have his camera on until he decided to unbox someone else's comic randomly. It was very bizarre. It was a very weird show.
Here to promote his comic, he unboxes someone else's comic. It was awesome.
It's crazy. All right, so let's go over your perks so people know how they can back you. So your featured perk.
Featured perk is both variants. You're going to get one of the splatter, one of the watercolor. $30, $5 shipping, $10 anywhere else in the world.
Wow.
And yeah, it's kind of the recommended bundle.
Yeah, that's insanely cheap. Awesome. And it's a 28-page book, correct?
Yeah. So
okay.
I know that like it's different with indie campaigns, but I know people are, dropping like $20 to $40 to $50 to $80 books. It's a 28-page comic, it's like a kind of extended floppy. So I wanted to keep it, a little bit, at least a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah.
So it's $15 a book.
Awesome. Jason, you okay?
I don't know what that.
I don't know what's happening in the chat, Jason.
For.
Jason's having issues.
Okay.
All right, so definitely a good feature tier to have because I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I don't know if I can decide between the 2 covers. I really like both of them.
you like one of them strictly for our colors.
No, I think that I love the composition and everything. I honestly can't choose.
Well, we believe you.
So this is the Eudaimonia Comics Digital Vault. It's basically Eudaimonia 1, Eudaimonia 2, and How to Die all in separate PDF files. And okay, yeah,
Yeah.
$10 a pop, get the whole library.
You are the worst, Sai. My gosh. And so all of this is digital.
Yep.
Fantastic. And that would be what the fuck was. My iPad is a whore. Good to know. Good to know.
If
Sorry
your
that
iPad's just giving it away, tell it to hit the super chat button.
I was gonna say
Just
I'm
saying.
sorry that it's just running around with everyone. Yeah, if you missed out on Eudaimonia, however you say it.
How do you say it?
How do I
Yeah.
say it?
Yeah.
There really is no right or wrong way to say it. Everybody, since the word was conceived, has pronounced it in many different ways. So you can say eudaimonia, eudaimonia.
Yeah. I always end up saying Eudaimonia. But if you missed out on that, it's very, very artistic and very beautifully told. So I would recommend, if you missed getting Eudaimonia the first time, maybe consider getting it this time so you don't miss out on that anymore. I know that I missed out on the first book, and I ended up getting it when I got the second. I got the first issue as well, and it was well worth it.
And you got an original page.
I did.
That wasn't any kind of funny business or anything. That was completely, I used a random number generator, so it wasn't any kind of like, thanks for having me on your show, funny business.
Yay! I love it. My luck is sometimes very good, so that makes me happy. Thank you very much for that, by the way.
You played the lottery lately, Shae?
I never win the lotto. I win like the random things that people only kind of know about. So I guess my luck is only good when the rest of the world doesn't know that that's happening. But everyone knows the lotto happens. Is I never win more than like $10 or $15. If I'm lucky, I win my money back. All right, so then we have just the individual covers. So either the splatter cover or the watercolor cover, both for $15 each. And what is the Autograph Hunters bundle?
So the Autograph Hunters bundle is you're going to get both books, and they're going to be signed by both me and my artist. My artist lives in Italy, I think. You should probably know that. But so since it's going to involve shipping the books to Italy and back and to you, it's just like it's a little bit extra since we got to pay for the shipping.
Europe somewhere.
Yeah. Puerto Rico, something like that.
Oh my gosh. He'll know before he sends them, I promise. They will get to the artist.
He sends them to Ireland. The guy lives in like Romania.
He's like, that's not even. You're like, I don't know. I thought that you were there. Can't you just
drive there, get
to
him.
Ireland? Just drive to Ireland. It'll be fine.
Seems legit.
All right, and then you have the first edition collector's pack. So if you are a physical comic book backer like I am, and you like to actually hold the books in your hand, this would be how you would catch up if you missed Eudaimonia the first time.
Yeah, I think I only have like 12 first editions of Eudaimonia #1 left, so they're getting to be pretty scarce. So this is if you want to grab the first edition of everything, and they all have that first edition stamp on it. Yeah, this is a collector's pack.
That is awesome, and that's it's not bad. So how long was Eudaimonia? How many pages?
Oh, sugar.
I asked the hard questions, JP.
I think the first one was 40-ish, and the second one was 50.
Okay. So about 90-ish pages of Eudaimonia, as well as both covers for How to Die, for $100. So that's not bad, especially considering you're getting the first editions of Eudaimonia, which means that there's just not a lot of them anymore. And when JP goes to print again, they won't be the first editions. They will be reprints. They will be, whatever he decides to do to change them up. But they're not going to be those first edition prints anymore. So if you are a big time collector, and you definitely want to make sure that you have first editions, this would be what you what you would definitely go.
Yeah, it's basically my books are basically like a Charizard card.
Foil.
You don't want that reprint. You want that nice first edition.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So, who is your artist on this?
Bogdan Rastea. Big name, I know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was waiting for it to be something French while you're telling us he's in Italy.
Yeah.
And you were going to send the books to Puerto Rico. I'm just...
Saves on shipping that way.
Right. These are really impressive black and white pages. And this is something that a lot of people don't get right with black and white, is that you really got to play with the shadow.
Yeah.
Because, granted, I know some people have done literal black and white versus what I guess this is technically grayscale. But being able to effectively pull off like a grayscale comic,
get the most out of it,
and not lose the detail, and not lose the ambiance, and not lose all of the stuff that makes the story so entertaining. Like right here where he's got the headlights of the car going, like it looks like those lights are shining. It's he's done a very, very good job of making sure that things read as they should, and things aren't going to get muddy, or they're going to, lose their detail because there is no color.
Yeah, he's really good with I would say definition.
Yes. Which is impressive. Like I recently started traditional acrylic painting again, and I forgot how easy it is to fuck up your detail and your definition if you're not careful, and if you're not patient enough to wait, because I am not a patient person at all.
No, she's like, all right, I'm moving on to the next color. I'm like, the other colors. Nope, going on. Fuck, it wasn't dry.
It's either that or watercolors are the worst for me, because you think that it's dry enough, but watercolors blend for quite a while. Oh man. So I like seeing this because it has a very painted look to it as well. Is he working traditionally or is he working digitally?
Digitally.
Okay. So he's definitely developed some really good brushes then to kind of get that more organic look. I know a lot of digital artists tend to build their own brushes, where they basically take an otherwise pristine brush and then they fuck it up digitally, and so it's like when you have a brush where some of the bristles have fallen out and you're like, but no, it has texture, so I'm gonna keep using it.
Work digitally. Why are bristles falling out?
Yeah,
hey,
I don't.
Shout out to the letterer too. I know that like you're not seeing a lot of his work on this page, but that. In fact, because I took all the dialogue off the pages that had the dialogue on it. I didn't include in the campaign. So the only evidence that he exists is that blam right there, and
it's very well. I actually thought that your artist put that in. And this is something
that's amazing though. Is when I get in a good lettered page and I send it to him, and he's like, my artist is blown away by my letterer, and he's like, oh. Damn, you never know how important lettering is until you see it.
Until you see good lettering, or abysmal. When you see really bad lettering, then you realize how important lettering is. Because I've had comic books where I was like, the art's really pretty, I literally can't read this. The lettering is that bad that I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's happening because I can't read anything, but the art's pretty.
Yeah.
We were actually just talking about this a couple streams back about the importance of having a really good letterer and being able to have like your sound effects and stuff be like almost part of the scene, like it's part of the artwork. It elevates it, and it really kind of gives you that all-encompassing feeling. And it's
I'm trying to think of
go ahead.
There's a really great page. I know, probably because I was just talking about it. History of Violence in the first 3 pages has a really good scene that's exactly like that, where it's just like, but the sound effects of it are incorporated into the art, and it gives it so much depth.
Oh yeah, being able to see something where you have a blam that is taking up a lot of the background, it really gives you that feeling of like being out in the woods in the middle of nowhere where a gunshot rings and it like ricochets off of everything.
Trees,
like,
mountains.
Yeah.
Like almost like you're in a canyon and it just envelopes you, you know, and envelops, whatever. I'm having a rough day with words today. It's not going super well. Frog G wants to know, are you for burritos, tacos, or nachos?
And this sounds like somebody who's actually been to my YouTube channel. Breakfast burritos are the only good burritos. The rest of them are just full of why would I want to eat carbs wrapped in carbs? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like rice and beans, and I don't want that crap. So that's why tacos are better. Nachos are only good in theory. Like, if you try to make them at home, they're not going to be very good. Then there's like the whole cheese versus cheese sauce. So I'm going to go tacos, then nachos, then burritos. But if it's breakfast, then it's burritos, tacos. I've never seen breakfast nachos.
I eat nachos all the time. And anyone who eats cheese sauce is a crazy bastard.
Interesting.
I'm scrolling back up because there was a question up here.
Well, while you do that, Unhinged Entertainment, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. I don't
to tell
have
us
money.
That you don't have money. Yeah.
I appreciate giving us your last $2, less a penny, to tell us that you do not have 2 pennies to rub together. That's awesome.
God damn it. The question was, it was so high up here.
Okay, so you keep scrolling. I'm going to bring up Slipstick's question, which is, did DMT play a role in the creation of the story?
No, but living in Oregon did, so maybe. Because I guess like the homeless population is so high there that inadvertently, yes.
Inadvertently.
Directly, no.
Wolverine wants to know, when exactly is booty time, and why is the answer always?
Yes.
Yes. It's a good answer. Sai, are you gonna do it? Are you gonna...
It's not on this brand.
Thank fuck. Okay. Sai has the clip of booty time, and unfortunately I've had to listen to it a lot recently. Alright, Get Over It wants to know, if you were a tree, what tree would you be and why?
I would be a Joshua tree. The end.
You were the first one to say that.
Well, my name's Joshua.
That's fair. Would be a Joshua tree because they exist, and that's my actual name. Boom.
Yeah.
Nice.
Booty time, across the USA. Booty time, hey, hey, hey. Booty time, across the USA. It's booty time, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What the hell?
That, exactly. Precisely. It's apparently from a movie that I have not seen.
Downloading it.
Thank you for the entire derailment, Sai. That was lovely.
You asked me to.
No, I asked if you were going to. I did not ask you to. There's a very big difference. Okay, I can't listen to Sai growl at me.
Oh, so okay. Oh,
I solved that problem.
fair enough.
She's just sitting back there.
Yeah, if you're gonna boot me, then you get to carry the show, you asshole.
I'll carry it.
Yeah, you did great.
How you doing, JP?
I'm doing okay.
There we go. Carried.
Hey, Slipstick says, can a character that has already died die again, upping their power? That is the great mystery of the book. Like, how can it possibly be concluded?
Interesting, especially because so like they're getting their powers in like their final moments, but if you get bestowed that kind of power, does it still have the same effect if you get close to death again? Because you would expect it now, whereas before you had no idea and it was kind of like your saving grace.
Yeah, so the first character, the Black Ice, his powers are physical. Bishop's like, that's too much of a secret. Okay. And then the Grey Queen gets into psychic powers. So then that kind of complicates it even more, like, because then you can ask the question, is this book like just a giant metaphor for like purgatory, and how much of what we're seeing is indicative of reality? So all I can say is it's going to be a mind F.
Well, now you've left me with questions like, what if someone's a Gasper? They're right near death a lot. So
you say Casper?
Gasper. Sexual asphyxiation.
Oh.
Yeah, like she obviously is.
Are you asking for a friend?
No, I'm saying that they would get close to death over and over again. So
Fair.
Yeah, level up.
So I wanted to show this piece because I remember reaching out to JP and I was like, I saw the briefest clip of a female in your comic, and I see her nowhere on the campaign. Could you send me pictures? And he goes, well, these are your options. You either get to dress as I am, or the next option, not to quickly dox DMs, but the next option is her in a chef suit. So, as I do not own a chef jacket currently, we opted for the bra and an oversized white shirt because that's what I have around here. So anyone who thinks that I didn't do something within the comic, I did. It's just not on the page. Good job talking.
Can we go back to panel 1? I think you would have done better at panel 1.
I'm good. Thanks.
Panel 1.
No.
That's
We're not going back to panel 1. Wooly.
Booty time, across the USA. Booty time, hey, hey, hey. Booty time, across the USA. It's booty time, yeah, yeah, yeah.
The best part of that is seeing CY backstage. They're Abby singing the words.
Booty time. And Shae is giggling her ass off, and she gets so pissed if I stop it early. So pissed.
It's because it's like stopping a sneeze. It's horrible. Get Over It asks Shae and Alex, in the book, what would y'all's power be? I don't know, JP. What would my power be? I'm very curious.
I think it would. In the lore of the book, it depends on like what your. So I guess like pick one of the 7 sins. It would relate to that.
Laser hand.
Stop it, Si. Yeah, it's
so just think of like what the one thing is that you struggle with. If that was a superpower, what would it be?
That.
I don't know. I don't know what that would be. What would a lust power be?
The power to manipulate one's mind.
I guess. Like in incubi or succubi?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I am.
Wow. That. See, now you got me like all philosophical trying to think of how this all would go down. That's crazy.
Okay, so somebody, Slipstick says, I have super procrastination. So then yours would be something to do with time?
Sloth. You're a super sloth.
So being able to manipulate time in some fashion. Jason, you are responsible for booty time. This is 1,000% your fault.
Completely.
Jason started booty time on his channel, and we've never
Making the
recovered.
rounds.
Never
No.
recovered.
At least I put the words over the top.
Yes, you did write booty time very large over the top. Congrats on that.
Big
Very
booty.
large booty.
Yeah.
So looking at this in the artwork, I think is really impressive. Are you thinking of maybe offering up some prints and stuff at some point? Maybe as stretch goals?
That's yes, but you've just caused me to reveal like what the question mark stretch goal is. But if I am going to go that route, but it's probably going to be something as like not something to sell, but like something to kind of include as a bonus.
Okay, very cool. And you know, if we can get past the question mark stretch goal, which is sitting at 2,000. So if we can get this over 2,000, booty time patches. No, we're not doing booty time patches, but maybe I can convince JP to look at patches at some point over 2K.
But
Maybe.
was that a pun? But
No, it was not a pun.
Did somebody say booty time?
Oh, damn it, JP.
will the booty time unite us? Yes, Silver.
Booty time, across the USA.
That's all you get.
Thank you. Unhinged has a question. He wants to know if you were.
That's a word.
If
That's
you
not a
could be any
question.
kind of shut the fuck up, Cy. Holy shit. If you could be any dinosaur, what would you be and why?
I guess the one that killed Newman from Seinfeld.
Did one?
Yeah, remember in Jurassic Park when he's trying to get out of
Oh, yeah. The Spinosaurus thing.
Oh, that's fair. Because Newman had to go for sure. nobody's digging Newman.
Yeah, that was a satisfying, one of the more satisfying deaths in a film.
So,
He drove like shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. He did. He drove that Jeep Wrangler like an asshole. He deserved to die.
So you've already jumped up a little bit in the campaign. You're at almost $200. You got 5 backers. This sounds like a very interesting way to kind of tell this
Oh yeah,
story.
they're the sketches. Sorry.
Fantastic. That's what
I thought I forgot to put them in there.
You didn't put them in the main body, but you do have them up at the top, which is awesome. Yeah, those sketches look awesome. They're very, very detailed. Like, I like when people are doing sketch cards and it can stand alone as its own piece of art instead of just being, like, a literal sketch. But no, this campaign looks awesome. I think you're off to a pretty decent start. Granted, you have a very modest flex goal, but I think if we can get this shared out, get you on several more, live streams and all that, and just get it out there.
Yeah, that's
I'm sure
something
that
I definitely
it's gonna
struggle with. I think my biggest problem is that I genuinely don't know a lot of people, so I don't I always see people talk about going on streams, and I just, man, if somebody has any that they could recommend, like, hit me up, like, throw them in the chat.
Send you
I'll
a
come,
whole big list.
I'll come talk at your kid's career day at school, like, whatever.
I will definitely get you a list, and so people can, you can reach out to a couple different people and see if you can't get this in front of more eyes, because I know that a lot of people who backed Eudaimonia have raved about it, loved it, thought it was fantastic, and I'm sure that they would be really interested to see more from you. And so we'll definitely talk offline, and I'll get you a couple of names of some pretty good people you could go talk to.
Bingo square.
Is that person saying I'm ugly?
What was that?
Is that person saying I'm
Keep
ugly?
your face out.
Like that?
No. I think keep your face in front of people.
I'll send you a link to this program.
Oh gosh, yeah, you can. If you started showing up on people's streams with
Is it called booty time?
Yes.
with face rig on, I think that people would be mesmerized and then might end up backing because of that, because they'd just be like, oh, the eye.
Booty time.
Shae just freaked the fuck out.
I'm about to rage quit my own fucking stream. Like seriously, I swear. You know what? Where is it? It's gone now. No more.
What? What?
But yeah, I think that this definitely looks like an awesome campaign, and we just got to get you in front of more people. I think that that's the biggest problem. So we will definitely get you a list, and I think just sharing out some of the awesome art that you have, especially some of the close-ups and some of those really awesome panels that you have, like the one that has the blam, or some of these really great sketch cards and all that kind of stuff. Getting those out there and in front of people, I think, is going to be enough to help sell the book for sure.
And I think in keeping with tradition, I need to announce the next book I'm doing after this one, right?
Booty time?
Booty time.
Awesome.
Let's hear it.
No, Shae, I don't know if you're able to get it, but
Booty time.
Oh, I thought you meant let's hear the song. Then your face changed. It was very bad. I'll be over here.
Shae, I actually sent you the cover on Twitter, so I don't know if you're able to pull that while you're up.
I am. I was confused as to what I was looking at, because I didn't have the context. So give me 1 second.
It's just gonna be booty time.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right.
Is that a zoot suit? That's awesome.
So I'm a big. So I did Eudaimonia. Eudaimonia was World War I. It was like one of my favorite eras in literature.
Uh-huh.
My other love is the Harlem Renaissance.
Oh.
And I'm also a big fan of noir. So this is what's going to eventually be the cover for the next book, which is Noirlum. It's basically going to be like a detective series set in 1920s Harlem.
That sounds awesome. That's really exciting. And honestly, this is... Who did this? Is this traditional paint? Because this looks like it is.
Yeah, it's actually the same guy who did the watercolor cover for How to Die.
Wow. That dude is crazy talented. That is absolutely spectacular. So that's exciting as hell to hear. Make sure that if you guys want JP to keep doing more.
This one's gonna be like a little bit down the road, because the book is written already. It's 80 pages and we haven't even started yet. So this is like probably next year.
That's still that is really awesome and exciting to see. So I guess the only other question that I have then is, for How to Die, are you going to be staying in demand with this?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, when I was running into all those problems with the first campaign, I didn't want it going in demand, because where's it going to go? So I just killed it, and this time we're going to keep it in demand.
Okay. Fantastic. So if you guys like this kind of storytelling, because JP seems like he does not have a lack of stories to tell, definitely make sure that you get out there, back How to Die. You have a chance to get Eudaimonia in the How to Die campaign, and it's the first edition. It's the last couple of them. So if you missed out, I would highly, highly, highly recommend you go and get that now, before he runs out. I think there's only 8 left, last I checked. So you don't have a ton of time.
8 left.
And 8 left, yep. And then once How to Die is fulfilled, we just got a pretty awesome sneak peek into what is next to come. And I love hearing people that have these like really unique quirks and interests from what I normally would like, because I'm not a huge, despite being military, I'm not a huge history buff. I don't really like, getting into like the wars and things like that. But seeing people who really do enjoy these kinds of time periods and then choosing to tell these stories and the different perspectives is always so intriguing to me. So I'm really excited because you're taking How to Die and doing this whole superpower kind of thing, kind of reversed. Instead of having a defining moment in their life, they have a defining moment as they're dying. And instead of it being the middle to upper, it's the lower of society. And so like you basically just went, what is the superhero like genre, and I'm gonna flip it upside down, and then we're gonna do it again.
And then we're gonna shake it until a dollar falls out of its pocket.
We're gonna shake it a little bit. It's gonna get a little crazy here, and then it's gonna be a thing. And it's really exciting to see. I'm very much intrigued, and I love horror, and I love suspense, and I love the kind of creepy crawly aspect. And I think that I like this just for the setting and the mood that you've created with your artist in all of these panels. Like that alone, that has me sold on this, because it just seems really brooding and interesting. Not to mention the price is quite affordable. So is there any last little bits that you want to plug before we wrap up for the night?
I just wanted to answer Frog in the chat. He said, what is the best pizza topping and why is it pepperoni? Nice. It's because pepperoni is a cured pork product and pizzas are cooked at a high temperature, and so what happens is that renders out a lot of the fat and grease into the pizza, and that's what makes pepperoni so good. So he wanted to know why. I just had to make sure
that's fair.
To explain I think you're the food science of it.
You're the first one to be like, well, let me break it down scientifically speaking. Everyone else is just like, because it's pepperoni. It's like, it just is. Like, why is this a question? But yeah, I agree. And I actually, oddly enough, I have a pepperoni pizza waiting for me.
Nice.
Oh, it smells so good.
No sharesies?
No, not for you. You've had too much booty time, so you don't get anything else.
Cold or reheat?
I've had too much booty time.
It was delivered tonight, but it has since gone cold, so I'm probably just going to eat some of it cold, and then I'll reheat the rest of it tomorrow. But in
too
the oven,
much booty time.
Stop, I swear.
Phrasing. It's just not a thing anymore.
No, it isn't. Do you have any other questions about the campaign, Alex?
Booty time? You deleted it again, you...
Yes. Okay. So done. So done. I want to thank JP for coming and hanging out with us and letting us kind of talk to you the first day of the new How to Die campaign that's going on now. We, for people talking in the chat, this is a reboot. Get over it. Thank you for the $20. I don't even know when. Oh, it's because it just came through. You are absolutely stellar for that. It says, thanks for another amazing time. Booty time, that is.
Booty time, across the USA. Booty time, hey, hey, hey. Booty time, across the USA. It's booty time, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He paid for it.
He did. That's the only reason I let it continue.
We all paid for
so to answer Amanda B, in the chat, she says, okay, confused. 2 How to Die campaigns on Indiegogo, both #1. Maybe I misexplained. So there was How to Die, and there is now HTD. HTD is the relaunch, which is what we are currently on. And it's basically because How to Die was...
Too spicy.
Yeah.
Aw, Shae touched your camera.
I didn't do anything. My camera just shorted out.
So, basically there was a listing problem with the original campaign, so he closed it, and this is the relaunch, streamlined. Yeah. This is the Booty Time edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfectly said.
Perfectly said. Why do you encourage this?
Why is the darkness talking to us, JP?
Because I'm trying to fix the fucking camera, Ooh. I swear.
Did that answer it for you, Amanda? I see you say okay, thanks, but did that get it done? Welcome back, Shae.
Thanks. There's some weird short in my cable now, and
Yeah.
so I blame your
I'll send you one of mine. Playing Booty Time. It was too hot for your cable.
It was. My cable couldn't handle it.
Burned right through.
All right. Well, I want to thank JP for coming and hanging out with us, and letting us kind of be the first eyes on the relaunch campaign. Thank you, CY, for... I don't even know. I don't know what I'm thanking you for, because you...
Booty time.
JP, stop encouraging.
All right, so I think we know what's going to lead us out. Go ahead, JP. You can sing it. She'll kill me if I touch the button.
Booty time. Cross the USA.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and go check out HTD #1. We will see you all a little bit later.
Links in the chat and in the description. Have a good night.
Booty time, across the USA. Booty time, hey, hey, hey.